David. He killed David.
Who I kill? Who did I kill? Now I kill me.
Murderer. You killed David.
What did I do?
Yes.
Guy was murdered.
In February 2022, a young queer man was murdered in his apartment at Oduju, Lagos State of Nigeria, which drew eyes to a possibility of having a gay serial killer on the loose in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This supposed gay serial killings has started from 2020, but it became a public affair when David was killed and murdered in his house. All effort to find David's murderer failed abortive, and we also see the police and the federal government, after going to the crime scene, cleaning out David's blood and taking his body to his morgue. David's family decided to keep his sexuality private, thinking it is a shame and to respect the dead, since he did not want to disclose his sexuality to his family. So the community kept silence on his sexuality and kept silence on every possible available evidence to find David's killer. But today, David's killer was found.
He killed David. He killed David.
Who I kill? Who did I kill? Now I kill me.
Murderer.
You
killed David.
What did I do?
Yes.
Who's David like you?
Tito.
Who is David? Who's gone? Which gone?
Open his bag. He has gun in his bag.
Bring your face, come on. Bring your face, come on.
This is Noel Vega.
Bring your face, come on. Bring your face, come on.
Bring your face.
The man. The man. I meeting you before you did.
Now I kill the man. Now I
You make a losing job. They make a losing job.
The supposed unnamed man, whose name has not been revealed to the general public yet, decided to throw another gay man, a queer person also living in Lagos State in Nigeria. He had conversations from Grindr. They have decided to meet, but meeting him, he decided to bring his supposed lover to his workplace. One thing Kitovics do is that they gain your trust, they invest so much time so that when you least expected, they will strike. This square man decided to bring his Grindr hookup lover to his workplace. Something I advise square people not to do, but as human beings, love, they say, has no timing, has no place, and has no boundary. Sometimes you can't tell your heart who to love, when to love, and where to love. But he brought his lover to his workplace, and on seeing this queer person he had seen on Grindr, he turned out not to look like his Grindr picture, aka catfish, aka people that will put their 10 years old picture as their profile picture. And he did not like his supposed lovers or Grindr hookups appearance, so he decided to abort the mission. But his lover, or this unnamed gay serial killer, said no, we must complete what we had begun, and decided to create a scene right there at the hotel where our queer community member works. So as a queer man who works in the hotel, he had access to different rooms because he was one of the front desk workers, or people who had access to the room. He had different master keys. He decided to lodge this unnamed gay serial killer in one of the hotel rooms. When he decided to say, okay, this na wahala, since we don't enter kasala, make I do wetin I suppose do, make this kasala pass me by. He decided to say, let me do what I could do. So this guy just get off my hook. But unknown to him, this hook was a sheep hook that hooked him in his throat. This serial killer said, no, today you will pay me 500,000 naira, which is equivalent to almost let us say $2,000 without looking at the exchange rate. And our queer community members say, I don't get this kind of money. I do not have this type of money. I have 6,000 naira in my bank account. Take this 6,000 naira, let us pretend like this keto and this harassment never happened and walk freely. And he decided that today he will create a scene. When there's an adage that say, when death won't visit dog, or when the gods wants to strike a dog dead, it first makes the dog run mad that the dog will eat his own excreta and then dies. This is exactly the proverb that came to light. This gay serial killer decided that it was the best idea to create a scene at his workplace, expose his sexuality, and on the low, try to corner and turn the story around that he is not a gay man. He is on a witch hunt to do Nigeria great by eradicating homosexuals. But God of heaven said thunder will fire him, and the thunder of God struck him so bad that he did not know what was happening. So the boss of our queer community member decided to push the two of them out so not to spoil their business. The queer member lost his reputable job, while the ketorist, on the other hand, thought it was not enough. Unknown to him, our community member had called his own group of friends, and they decided to teach him the beating of his life. But before we continue and before I tell you, let's just take a brief commercial break. You are watching Kiru Talk, breaking news, Wahala, Canada, and I remain Chimerize Henry. Like I said, a recap: a gay serial killer that had committed a series of atrocities starting from 2022 that we know of has been apprehended by community members. This gay serial killer is the supposed crime suspect of the death of David, a gay man who was murdered in his apartment in February of 2022. Now, community members are talking and there are mixed feelings concerning this. But before we get on this conversation, please let us take a glimpse of the clip, and viewers, once we are back, we will continue having this conversation on what should be done and how should we handle gay serial killings in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and is the law and the law enforcement with us when it comes to gay murders.
So I'm really sorry for everything that has been going on with me. My name being keto, whatsoever I've done, all the pains I've caused people. I'm just blindly involved in this. I don't even have communication with my past friends. I'm just trying to get better. I'm sorry for making
the guy you messed up yesterday.
I'm sorry for making things,
costing him his job.
I'm sorry for creating a scene at his office, costing him his job. I never meant to.
Something is burning.
I just hope and wish he forgives me. I'm very sorry for most things I've done in the past. Please, you guys should just kindly look for a place in your heart and just forgive me. I'm 100% sorry. That's not truly me. I'm sorry.
Did you do anything with Amy?
I don't know what he said.
Did you have sex with him?
To be honest, I did not have sex with him.
You do not have sex with Amy, and you are demanding for 500k. You wanted money, Abi? Okay, good. He was carrying that bag. We thought he had it.
This is the guy, we finally caught him again. After yesterday night, he went to another location, not knowing that these people are my friends too. Yeah, we got him finally again. Kito. We don't get him. This boy is a wicked boy. He's a criminal. A wicked boy.
So, as days for citizens' rights are provided by your penal officers, who now contacted the local police, and we have the number. So that is why the report included the report of visit and home that I was going to have. They will investigate and find out the truth. You can't be a serial killer. Even if somebody invites you for a gay relationship, you have no right to murder that person. You either say no.
Yes.
What's room is this? 203.
Na Peter.